What up, world? This is the GoalNet recording live from outside Chicago. Doing something a little crazy today. We're going to mix in a little golf content. Obviously, I'm most known for being a goalie equipment reviewer, but passionate golfer as well. And there's so many things I think about sharing, and at some point starting another channel might be a bit too complicated, probably just easier to find with one channel. So we're gonna try this, see how it goes. And if you're a hockey guy, don't play golf, just hit skip. Shouldn't be too much of an inconvenience. Let's not overthink this. So what's up with today's video? I'm a pretty basic guy. I like a pretty basic product. So I've always just had like a white or a black golf bag. Maybe there's been an accent color or two. Ended up deciding to get a new bag this year and wanted to keep it simple. So instead of ordering a bag, just went with what was stock and what was available. Obviously, there's actually one that had like a Universe Galaxy pattern. I wasn't gonna take crap, but like white was in stock. I think a white bag looks sick, so I went with it. What I wanted to go through on today's video is how to keep a white bag clean. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but it's like a $5 risk, so I figured I'd share this journey with everyone. So why not get a black bag again? Honestly, I didn't feel like waiting 2 months to get a black bag because that's what it would have been. And I don't know how well this shows up in the video. I'm in the garage because I'm gonna be spraying some fluid and I don't know if I wanna get on my floors, but downside of a black bag is they've definitely come a long way, but generally speaking, over time, the black starts to fade and turn a little brownish. So although I still love the look of a black bag, they never look as fresh on, after a year of use as they do. Trade off with a white bag traditionally has been that I hear they are impossible to keep clean. I did own a white bag probably about 10 years ago. And it got like a little dirty quickly and then it kind of plateaued and it didn't bug me too much. But again, thought it might be fun to try and see if we could keep the bag cleaner longer or put it in a position that minimal cleaning might keep it looking pristine. Based off a general Amazon review and just general trust for like the 3M Scotchgard brand, we're going with an outdoor sun and water shield. And I'm doing this because I'm hoping that if something UV protectant, should keep the bag from potentially yellowing and then repels rain and snow. I'm hoping that will kind of help keep dirt and mud off of it. That's probably wishful thinking, but again, very low cost way to try it. I think this was like $8 or $9 on Amazon. One other thing I wanted to note in this video for anybody curious about it, the black bag is the Hoofer Light. And the white. One other thing I wanted to note, aside from the fading, which unfortunately the garage light is not good enough to show. I will try and maybe take a picture outside and isolate that and work that back in when I create the video. But this new bag is the classic Hoofer. This is the Hoofer Light. Let me know down below in the comments if you'd like to sort of compare and contrast these bags. For my money, they are very, very similar. I think that certain people could really have a definitive reason to buy one over the other, depending on how much stuff you like to lug around and what your percentage is of walk versus ride. But they are 5 pounds for the Hoofer and, 5.5 pounds for the Hoofer. 5 pounds for this, so half a pound different, like 10%. Like, yes, it's lighter, but it's not a major difference. And so that's where I say these are very similar bags. I could see 2 or 3 reasons, which I'm not gonna mention here. If people care, let me know, and I will make a follow-up video comparison. All right, so like any typical aerosol product, gave it a little shake, and then I'm just gonna basically mist the whole golf bag. One of the other reasons I picked this spray, as you can see on the label, it's specifically designed for patio furniture. The golf bag is a textured fabric. So I felt like it would be most like a patio umbrella. And so reading the descriptions for 2 or 3 of the products, it seemed like golf bag material might best match the fact that this is meant for like umbrellas. So that's why I went with it. And the number one area I really want to get clean is, I'd say, the bottom third of this. So where this pocket sort of intersects the black seam on the top of the bag, ball pouch there. And then down there on the base, so this bottom third, I'm really gonna make sure I get it solid, because I'd say it's probably your highest traffic area for dust. One other note, going back to the choice of the spray here, this does mention that it is good for sporting gear, so I'd assume that to mean backpacks and such. So I just gave this a spray. I'm going to ignore the instructions where it says 1 coat application. I'm probably gonna let it dry for 30 minutes to an hour, give it a second coat, and then, feel free to watch this video in 6 months, throw a comment down below, and remind me to update everybody how the bag's doing. All right, so about to come in and do the second coating. It is like 40 degrees and rainy outside, or else I would do this outside, but I strongly suggest doing this in a well-ventilated area or outside. I'm gonna open my garage door when I'm done spraying. This stuff absolutely reeks. All right, so been about 2 hours. 2 coats, sprayed it very heavily down on the bottom. And as you can see, no discoloration. So spray definitely works well in that regard. And like I say, we're gonna have to check back in a while and see if this bag is still looking white and pristine, or maybe less dirty than we'd expect, or maybe even more cleanable. One other thought I had too is, I mentioned, the black bags really don't stay black. They start to turn different shades of brown from the UV. Is that maybe spraying a black bag, knowing that this is a UV protectant, also might be a home run as well. Assuming this stuff works, I can't really see a negative to spraying it on your golf bag. So I'll put a link down in the bio and definitely check it out. And like I mentioned, if anybody is interested in more golf content, I could definitely review the Hoofer compared to the Hoofer Light.